we can have $1 billion and still be beggars. And we can be poor even though we have all the resources in the world. If we don't have love, if we don't have presence, if we don't have awareness, sensitivity, we cannot truly enjoy the moment. And life is only happening here and now. So you can have everything, but if you cannot appreciate it and enjoy it and be grateful for it, you're still gonna be that beggar that looks outside, that looks elsewhere for more. And the more you feed that wanting, the more you will be in that state of wanting and feeling like you're not having. Like you cannot appreciate what you have and at the same time think that there is something else that you need to be fulfilled. So if you want to feel fulfilled, it's not about trying to get more, because that trying to get more, it doesn't stop. You can ask for validation from outside, you can ask for recognition, for love from outside, and you can get it, but it's like filling a black empty hole. So you will always think you need more and more and more, and you will be that beggar that never is satisfied. And people can give you so much love, so much of everything, but if you don't have love for yourself, how can you feel love? How can you receive love? So this is like you have to go within to find the treasures that you're actually seeking. It's not money you want, it's a sense of safety or a sense of freedom. So that you can find within yourself. What I want to emphasize is that connection within, to the source, to yourself, to your soul, to your heart, to God. And this you won't get from outside. Nobody can give it to you. It's your own transformation that is to be invested in. And the quickest way to invest in yourself, the most direct way, is to give yourself the attention. Give yourself attention, give yourself love, give yourself the space and freedom to enjoy the moment, to enjoy your own being as you are, as it is now. This is really not a technique for it or anything like that. It's just a knack. It's an understanding. It's a tiny little shift. It's a tiny little step inwards. Not even a step. It's just not going outside. By practicing meditation, you practice being present. You practice being aware. So things can come up and present themselves. And you can then acknowledge these things. You can start investigating these thoughts, these beliefs, ideas that you're holding on to that is shaping your experience of reality, of this world. And this is really what we want to work through, to decondition ourselves, to remove the program of society from our subconscious mind, because this program is designed to keep you working for someone else, to see something outside you as an authority. So you ask outside for guidance, for answers, for love, for peace. And this is how society has taught us, that someone else is there to say what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. And this has caused so much confusion, so much suffering, because we know already. And who is telling us to trust ourselves, to trust your own intuition? This is what we need to hear. This is what we need to retrain ourselves, to trust our own intelligence. And that includes your intuition, your instinct, even your intellect. But your intellect can be very tricky because you have been fed all these lies, all these ideas and beliefs that is creating confusion. So we want to find within ourselves the answers, the guidance, because nobody else also knows what you should do here. And everybody wants to tell you what you should do, give you advice, you should do like this, you should do like that, but you don't know, and they don't know. But you might know in your intuition, in your inner knowing, your inner wisdom, what is right, what is wrong, what feels good, what feels right, what brings you excitement, what lightens you up. These are very good hints of where to go to enrich your life in the most beautiful way you can. I just want to help anyone to find that voice within, to silence the mind so we can listen to that intuition, to our inner wisdom, so we can choose more wisely and create the life we truly want in our hearts. To connect with the true self, to understand the tricks of the mind, the tricks of the ego, and to see through these illusions. And this is so much about self-investigation. And one of the tools that I like to use is self-inquiry. Another one is just silent meditation. Silent meditation is basically sitting with yourself, alone with yourself, simply being. And this is really balancing out all this doing that we have been trained, that we all the time need to do. We all the time need to be productive according to the society. And if we're not productive, if we're relaxing, it's almost like we should feel guilty about it, about doing nothing. Like then we're useless, and that tells us something about our worth, but it's not, it's just a lie. When we can balance our doing with being, we give space for new creativity, new inspiration, and for this infinite intelligence to come through us, through spontaneity. And we have been trained not to be spontaneous. We have been trained to behave in certain ways so we fit into this little box of a good citizen, an obedient citizen that is a good worker, but not thinking for himself. So we want to reclaim our own intelligence, our own seeing, our own clarity, our own thinking, our own feeling, our own sensitivity. And even that we have been taught that the sensitivity is something that makes us weak, but it's intelligence. It's like how we receive information through our senses. And that is how we become richer in life. I mean, if you walk past a flower that smells amazing and you don't have the sensitivity, you miss out on something beautiful, something precious, something mysterious, something enriching. And if you cannot hear, you miss out. So we want to be sensitive. Of course, that also makes it maybe harder to live in not so nourishing environments, hard environments. So when we become more sensitive, more centered, more in meditation, we might also want to more carefully pick our environment and the friends we hang out with, and how we spend our time, what content we are consuming, what food we are consuming. So this is enriching your life. And sensitivity is enhanced when you come back to your center, when you learn to listen, when you learn to feel, when you learn to be relaxed, at ease. When you enjoy peace, you will more easily see what disturbs that peace, and you will more easily be able to set healthy boundaries because you value peace, you value yourself, you're valuing your own centeredness. And another word for meditation in Zen tradition is zazen. And Zazen is the practice of meditation. It's translated to sitting with the source. And this is really what I'm talking about, is reconnecting with the source of energy. So you're getting your energy from within, rather than playing games and manipulating others to get energy from others. And that's where most people are at. And that's why it can be so frustrating and triggering to be in different relationships or be around certain type of people who always try to put others down, or trying to trigger others, to make them angry, to go into arguments, to make you feel like you need to explain yourself or defend yourself. And when we go into this, we're leaking our precious life energy that can be used to build our life, to create the life we truly love, the life we truly want. So this is how we really get rich with life. It's really about the connection within, about the connection to yourself. With that, if you like what you heard so far, please hit the subscribe, like, and share a comment about something that you want me to talk more about, or if you have some question or something to share about your experience and anything I've talked about or something else. And if you also want some extra support one-on-one, I am now offering, to a special price, one-on-one coaching to a few new clients. And you can find the link in the description to read more about it and how to connect with me. And yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you. Peace.